Here to give you a couple of announcements in terms of the Mustang Community Commitment, to go over it briefly with you and to go over some attendance, just in case you have any further thoughts or questions, and some important dates for weeks 2 and weeks 3. Ready? Here we go. So, this should look very familiar with you. So, for most of you that went through Roundup, this little snippet right over here are some agreements that we are holding you responsible for. So I'm going to read part of the student section and follow along with me. Number 1 says, I will help create a welcoming, respectful, and safe school campus for the diverse community at Homestead High School and all the school campuses that I visit. So this is the expectation that you as a Mustang will represent us in a positive light. Number 2 is about academic integrity. You want to make sure that you hold on to the most honest part of you, and I will make sure that I'll go over it in the next slide, okay? So I'm going to briefly go over that one. I will arrive on time and attend all of my classes in order to be eligible to participate in the school day, extracurricular activities, and also athletic activities. I pledge to report any safety concerns that put me, a fellow student, a staff member, or the Homestead High School community at risk of harm. So, one very important icon that you should see is on the very right-hand corner right over here is one of the rainbow Mustangs that we have. It's called our Student Safety Report. It's located on our school website. So if you have trouble finding it, there's the link. Just go to hhs.fuhsd.org and it is in your student portal. It should be one of the very first icons that you see on there. What happens when you click on it is everything becomes 100% anonymous. The only people that do know are the deans, right? Because you are reporting it to us. If we have any further questions, we'll ask you about it, but no one else knows. Please understand that it is very important for you to do something like a student safety report, especially if someone is either 1, being harmed, or 2, if it affects you in any way, right? So if you're being harmed. And the very last one right over there is I will maintain Homestead High School campus grounds, facilities, and all academic materials in the condition found or as they were assigned to me. So this is your school. We want to make sure that we keep it beautiful, right? And anyone using it after you, we want to make sure that they experience the same cleanliness or the same books, the same laptops as you do. So that's why it is very, very important for you to take care of your own campus because we are here for you. The things that I told you that I'd be focusing on is academic integrity. There are 6 points to academic dishonesty that I want to make sure that I go over so that students like you do not find yourself in a situation where it becomes an academic integrity event and you get reported to one of us, right? So plagiarism is when you copy, let's say, a textbook, a paragraph from a textbook, and you don't source the material it comes from, right? You're basically copying without the permission, right? You don't want to do that. Number 2, falsifying or inventing work. If you're turning in an assignment and you falsify data, for instance, that is not your own work. That's why sometimes you can get in trouble for it. Number 3, using unauthorized tools and materials, usually on assignments or quiz or exams, right? If your teacher tells you not to use a calculator during an exam and then you end up using a calculator, that is how you would get an academic dishonesty infraction. Misusing or falsifying academic documents is number 4. It's self-explanatory. Number 5, purposefully damaging or hindering the work of others. If I remember correctly, if you watched Spider-Man, there's a student who's a bully called Flash Thompson, and he messes with Spider-Man and destroys his work. We want every student to make sure that you are respectful to every other student. So if you are harming the education of another student, it is an academic integrity event just because you are preventing them from learning, okay? Number 6, if you help anybody in any of those 1 through 5, you then become a participant. So that's why you would also get in trouble too. So please, if you have any questions when it comes to academic integrity, please ask your teachers, please ask me, please ask Dean Trejo, right? So we want to make sure that we build the best Mustangs there are, and we want to make sure that you are having the best education possible here at Homestead. Next up is our attendance policy. So our attendance policy, everything that I'm outlining for you, you could find on our school website. So I'm just narrowing down the most important things. So this is our attendance policy. If you are absent, your teacher has, and probably on their syllabus, and they've probably already went through it, if you're absent and it's excused, usually you get to make up the assignment. So an excused absence would be something like you had to go to the doctor's, there's some kind of family personal business that was probably called in, right? And it has to be excused by our attendance tech. So make sure that your parents call in. If it's unexcused, however, you probably don't have a chance to make up the assignment, right? So please make sure that you follow whatever it is in your teacher's syllabus, and make sure that you understand what the difference between an unexcused absences and an excused absences and how that can affect your points, okay? Next up is tardies. This is one of the more important ones for this year, and I want to express that because last year we just came back from COVID, and we as a district were, I'm going to be honest with you, we were a little bit more lenient, right? This is our second full year back from COVID. So if you're tardy means that you are late to class. So if you are tardy less than 30 minutes, please make sure that you go to class. Teachers will mark you tardy. If you rake up tardies up to a certain number of tardies, we will start having some interventions for you. So please make sure that you come to class on time. There is a schedule, and we have allotted, understandably, because of the construction, we have allotted more time for you to walk throughout the campus. Please make sure that you come to class on time. We will run these reports, and you'll be assigned some sort of intervention, right, depending on the student and how many tardies you have raked up, right? If you are more than 30 minutes late, you have to go to the main office and talk to our attendance tech so that she can give you a tardy slip, right? Your teachers probably will not let you into class unless you have one of those, because those are 30 minutes is a lot of time. And if you become late, you definitely do need a tardy slip from one of us. Excuse tardinesses, there's only a couple of reasons that we will excuse your tardy, one being a medical note, the other being a court order, right? So please, there are exceptions sometimes, but please make sure that you go to class on time and early. Build good habits. Next up are some safety drill dates. So we do have safety drills coming up. One is an earthquake and fire drill. I will send all of the information that you need on Schoology, so please make sure you check Schoology as time gets near. So obviously I will send you the Schoology message before 9/12, 9/2. It is on a Friday. The earthquake and fire drill is on Friday. What you will do is you will duck and cover. Make sure that you cover your head. Your head is your most vital part of you, right? Under a table. So make sure you cover your head with your hands. Make sure that your body is underneath something, okay? And after that, we will make sure that we have an evacuation drill. The fire department will be here to make sure that all students and staff are safe. Next up is on the following Wednesday. This is the hide and defend drill. It is on week 3. It is on September 7th on a Wednesday. And It is a typical hide and defend drill. You will lock up in a classroom, and then after the announcement is called where it is an all clear, we will be done. We will be having officers on our campus to ensure the safety and to ensure that all staff and all students are participating to make sure that we are prepared. Right? Again, more information will come forward in the following weeks and days. During these days, there's something important that I want to stress, that tutorial during the 2nd of September and during the 7th of September, tutorial will be in your 4th period class. Because we will be missing minutes because of the drills, we want to make sure that we make up those minutes for your 4th period class, because both of them do occur during 4th period, and that is the way the schedule works. Okay? Again, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm Dean Nguyen. My name's right up there. Sorry, my fingers disappeared. My name's up there. Please make sure that you come see us. The admin is always out during brunch and lunch. My office is always free. My doors are always open. Again, I am Dean Nguyen, one of your deans of students, and I hope you had a wonderful first week back to school.